Okay, now spherical coordinate system. Now in this spherical coordinate system, you have to consider one sphere, right? Complete hollow sphere that encloses volume. As you know the difference between the open surface and the closed surface. This sphere is an closed surface, right? So the coordinates for this spherical coordinate system are r, theta, phi. Don't replace here that r and rho. Okay, that rho belongs to only cylinder. You can change for that rho as a r or rho, that is the r theta, sorry, r phi z or rho phi z. But in spherical coordinate system, there are the fixed coordinates r, theta and phi. This r is radius of the sphere, theta is elevation angle, and phi is azimuth angle. Okay, so please remember these two angles. Theta is elevation angles like vertical angle measurement. It is up to 180 degree, and phi is complete 360 degree rotation, that is azimuth angle, and this is the elevation angle. So now on this sphere, this is the diagram. Okay, on suppose this is the showing outer part of the cylinder. Okay, origin of the sphere, from this origin to the surface, up to surface, radius of the sphere, that is the r. Along this r, ar cap is there, unit vector ar cap. On this surface, now second coordinate is theta. Theta is elevation angle, that is from vertical angle. So the angle measured from z axis up to the radius, that is the theta. And the limit for this theta is, that means the cone cutting to this sphere. So this angle is up to 180 degree only. So 0 to pi. And along this theta, unit vector is a phi cap. Sorry, a theta cap. And phi as usual, that angle measured from x-axis to this plane, cutting plane. So again this is 0 to 360 degree. Now the limits 0 to infinity. For theta limits are 0 to pi, and for phi limits are 0 to 2 pi. Again, for the differential calculus purpose, in case of spherical coordinate system, there are again three constant planes are there. Now we have differential coordinates are r, theta and phi. Now in this coordinates, r is a simple length because radius is in meter, kilometer, right? It is a length. So differential length is simple, r differential length is dr. So simple dr is there. But in case of theta and phi, they both are angles. So there is some change in the differential length. Theta differential length is r d theta. So a theta cap. And for phi, differential length is r sin theta d phi. Phi का differential d phi, but as it is angle, ये अकेला नहीं रहेगा, इसको multiply करेंगे r sin theta से. And for theta, differential length is d theta, but as it is angle, so it is multiplied with r. Okay, so please remember differential length for theta r d theta, for phi r sin theta d phi. Again, don't confuse between phi in cylindrical coordinates and phi in spherical coordinates. Okay, as when the coordinates are given, when both angles are there, obviously it is a spherical coordinate system, right? One angle is there, that phi is there, then it is a cylindrical coordinate system. Okay, now again that three surfaces are there. Here r constant, theta constant and phi constant. So as usual, when r constant is, ar is the unit vector. So remaining two vector for r, theta and phi. So r constant R is unit vector. For theta, what is the differential length? It is R d theta. For phi, what is the differential length? R sine theta d phi. This is the differential length. So when R is the constant, multiply these two differential length. So R into R square, sine theta, d theta and d phi. So this is the differential surface area for R constant plane. For theta constant plane, so theta is constant. So multiplication of these two, that is the dr, r sine theta, dr, d phi. So this is r sine theta, dr, d phi. This is the ds bar, a theta cap. For remaining third, phi. So this two, r, dr, d theta. So phi is the unit vector. So these three constant planes are there, r, theta and phi. What is the volume? dV is equal to multiplication of these three, r square dr d theta, r square sine theta dr d theta d phi. This is the volume. It is a scalar quantity. So this is the differential calculus for the spherical coordinate system. Now, in spherical coordinate system, you have to consider one sphere. That is this is the sphere. So point on the surface of the sphere. So for R constant plane, you have to consider complete outer surface, that is the sphere. That is the R constant plane, obviously, right? So this is the R on the surface from the origin. So it is a R constant plane. Okay, so when we put a vector, that is the line joining the center and this point P, and this is the angle, axis Z axis. So the angle measured from Z, it is a vertical angle. So it is the elevation angle. So you can measure like this. And azimuth angle, again this is the vertical plane, and from this x axis you can measure this azimuth angle, that is the phi. So look like this, two angles, vertical angle and this horizontal angle. Okay, 360-degree rotation, 180-degree rotation. So the coordinates for this point P are r, theta, phi. X-axis, y-axis, z-axis. These are the basic planes. In that we have to consider this sphere. These are the tangentials. Now, suppose, now again, it is a Cartesian coordinate system. Okay. Now again the intersection of these three planes, x, y, z. Okay. Consider a cube, dx, dy, dz. Okay. So as we have seen this, how these three surfaces are there and what is the surface area. Okay. Now for this is the cylindrical coordinate system. What are the planes? Rho constant, phi constant and z constant. Okay. So here it is again, it is showing the what are the differential surface areas and which is the unit vector for that area. Now spherical coordinate system. Okay, in the xyz, when we put a sphere, coordinates are r, theta, phi. One point is there. This is the measurement triangle. Okay, this is the limits. And you can imagine as a sphere intersection how that differential lengths What is the differential length in Cartesian coordinate, differential length in cylindrical coordinate, and differential length in spherical coordinates? As you know, all the differential lengths for all coordinates, there is no any, I think, difficulty to understand the what is the normal area and what is the volume. As the name is normal area, when we multiply with the two sides, third is the normal vector. So that's why the normal area. Vector is normal to the surface. Vector is tangential to the line. That's why we are considering the differential length. And volume is a scalar quantity. Length is also vector. Normal area is also vector. Sometimes we consider only this small scalar quantity also in some numericals. Okay, got it?